On February 24th and 25th, more than 10,000 fun-loving people attended the second annual $25,000 Easyriders Invitational Bike Show.
Lights are on. You're double parked for the advance.
Throngs of men, women, and children clad in denim and leather found their way through the Malibu Mountains to a pair of gigantic circus tents containing the over 200 competing custom machines. As the sun warmed the surrounding hills, plates heaped high with barbecue lunches were devoured by bikers enjoying the camaraderie of their fellow enthusiasts.
Well, how do you do?
Gas on first. Okay. We get the control panel, which is off World War II fighter jet. We're ready for takeoff. I can't make up where I'm going. I'll go right, I'll go left.
A sea of black t-shirts with the logos of motorcycle shops from around the world boogied to the throbbing beat of two rock bands. People were the judges. There were two categories of custom motorcycle entrants for their balloting. The Invitational category, for the 89 feature bikes and Easyriders, In the Wind, or Biker Lifestyle. The Preview category contained all the other bike entrants.
Hey, you should have gotten ballots. Did you come in this way? Okay, you need to go up there and have a ballot.
Third place in the Preview category went to Daniel Beseda of Shadow Hills, California. Second place went to Mark Barris from Riverside, California. And first place went to David L. Lumsden from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The top three Best of Show trophies in the Invitational category went to third place, Pete Vela from Conroe, Texas. Second place, Mark Leather from Sterling Heights, Michigan. And first place, Sonny Wyan from Lake Hughes, California.
Mary Beth, I told you not to gamble with bikers.
I'm an E7 electronics technician in the Navy, presently on my third tour, actually my fourth tour now, I guess, and I fly in P3 aircraft. I've been in the Navy 14 years now. All the tours prior to this one that I'm presently on was performing in a mission that supported anti-submarine operations. What we're actually doing here in Southern California is we go downrange, shoot pictures of the space shuttle as it's taken off, doing support for that. And we also go downrange past Hawaii and stuff, and we film MX missiles, Trident missiles coming back through the atmosphere. Everything on the bike has been put together by myself. This was kind of a dream to have a bike, so when I got down to Southern California, we could go cruising the beaches, having a great time. The front wheel is kind of where this whole bike started from. About 3 years ago, a friend of mine gave me the front wheel off his Sportster that he had hit a pothole on the road and bent the rim on. And so I delaced the whole thing and started polishing the hub, and we ended up building a bike from it at that point. The triple trees are custom trees that were made by Doherty Machine from a long time ago. They've been out of business for 4 or 5 years now, but they're real nice trees, solid aluminum billet. The bars are just straight drag bars. The motor came out of an 81 FLH that I had purchased in Hawaii. The oil tank is 5-quart spun aluminum with a filter on the side. The ignition on the bike itself is a Morse magneto, one of the auto mags that's auto retard that makes it real easy to start. The engine sprocket, and actually the whole setup, is a twin belt drive. We have a 3-inch belt drive from Phase 3, and the rear unit is a stock rear wheel sprocket from Harley, and the front is from Supermax. And it's one tooth over, so we get a little bit more speed without having to run the engine as hard. There are no real modifications inside the transmission itself. The only thing that we have done with the whole setup is we have put a hydraulic clutch unit on it, which makes the feel of the clutch itself very nice. The pipes I purchased from Jammer, and they are a special large diameter 2-inch. So they look quite a bit bigger and they're a lot throatier in the sound. I spent a fair amount of money in getting the rear wheel, which is a performance machine unit, and I've had a lot of comments from a lot of other bikers that say they've never seen a wheel like this. And it's true, because most people have the stock Harley unit on the back, and this is machined out of billet aluminum. It's real nice. Putting this bike together, a lot of the parts that I made on here, I made on my Shopsmith woodworking machine, a drill press, and a table saw and stuff with metal cutting blades. It took a lot of time to fabricate a lot of the parts on it, trying to make it as clean as possible. And then basically after we had all the parts machined together, we went out and bought the finest stainless steel hardware. Filed it all down, cut all the grooves off and stuff, polished them, so it looks like we have a lot of chrome bolts and nuts on the bike. It's all polished stainless steel. It's powder coated with a process which was done by Quality Powder down here in Los Angeles, to where the paint is actually different. From what I know about the process, they heat the metal up and they shoot like dry ionized paint flakes at it, and it kind of melts, flows, and sets up. And you end up with a very durable finish that is real thick, and it covers a lot of lines and stuff. What is cherry to one person is garbage to another. And I've always told a lot of my friends that when I start a project, I really do intend to finish it and end up with something nice.
Goodbye, snow. Hello, sunshine. This is the finest weather Daytona Bike we've seen in 16 years. Everyone's in high partying gear. And we be partying. Main Street's a gas. You know, bikers have always been real good at making their own entertainment. Well, just sit on this street and you'll see everything. Animals and critters even get dressed up and go cruising. Most of the attention, though, still goes to those styling bikes and pretty ladies in those string bikinis. When your drooling gets too obvious, you can replenish your body fluids in one of the many unique downtown pubs. Of course, the drooling probably won't stop, but keeping a beer in your face might help hide it.
Reptiles Unlimited is in here. My partner Mike Gretsch and I have been running it for about 2.5, 3 years. We specialize in exotic pets that you won't find in most other pet stores. Large pythons, really exotic lizards, things of that nature. This little guy's Burmese python. He weighs about 130 pounds. He's right at 14 foot. He's right at 14 foot.
Big baby. We've had him now just about 2 years.
This is a little black emperor scorpion. He's from Africa, and I'm here pissing him off. Anything for a laugh, huh? You can tell this is a young one. These guys will grow to be 8, 9 inches long. Notice I'm holding the business end of this dude. Black emperors come from Africa. If you put them under a black light, they light up fluorescent green because of the oil in their skin. That's how they hunt them at night. They use portable fluorescents with black lights in them.
These are little South American or Central American caimans. They get about 5.5 feet long. You feed them fish and chicken, they don't get really mean on you. Just when you start to feed them red meat, because you're red meat, and they start to go after that.
It's a tegu lizard from Chile. Eats live rats, mice, dog food, hamburger. He's pretty carnivorous. He'll eat just about anything.
Okay, this is a nice little green iguana. He's from Guyana, Central America. And they get about 5-6 feet long. They're vegetarians, eat all kinds of fruit and vegetables, love lettuce, strawberries, hibiscus flowers. He'll get roughly that big around. Live about 10 to 15 years. Once you calm them down a little bit, they'll hang out on you. You can put a little leash on you, carry it down the road.
Hey, Hans, while you're shoveling snow shit back there, try not to think about it being my riding time. Bar hopping those righteous watering holes on Daytona's outskirts in search of the perfect titties. Yeah, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
You like Easyriders, but you want to see more naked pigs. What? Oh, I can't repeat that. That's X-rated.
much as Don and Debbie have this day together consented in holy wedlock and had given and pledged their troth each to the other in the presence of this company by virtue of authority vested in me under the laws in the state of Florida, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Back downtown, nighttime, time for vampires and crazies to hit the streets and pubs. Still searching for hot ladies and perfect titties. Some of the ladies are so hot the guys had to try cooling them down.
Out here, made in USA.
cruising the shore. It's packed with carefree folks basking in the sun. No helmets necessary on the beach. The little bikinis and bitchin' bikes brings paradise to mind. Yep, hoss, squeezing sweeties and swirling brewskis. It's gotta be paradise. Talking about breaking out your old knucklehead for the drags next year? Forget it. You wouldn't stand a chance unless you're Pete Hill. These boys are too serious and fast. This new high-tech shit's putting them down the strip about as quick as you can blink. Well, brother, I got some good news and bad news. The good news is, I think I finally found those perfect titties. And they're attached to an almost perfect lady. We're riding down to the Keys tomorrow to spend some heavy exploration time together. The bad news is, you gotta mind the shop alone for a while longer. I'm still having too much fun.
Hi, I'm Tina. The crazy crew of Easyriders needed some fresh, raw talent. I think I'm in. I'm here to tell you about getting your home videos or movies into these Easyriders video magazines. Here's a rowdy clip from some bros in Detroit.
The weapon! Do it, brother! Do it! Do it! This is fucking and all them other fucking clown banks they've had in the past.
I bet I can't bend one of the rams.
I bet you could kill the motherfucker.
Fuck these fucking
Kill him. Kill the motherfucker, man. Kill the motherfucker.
Yeah! We are bending spokes. Get out of this gas.
Send in your outrageous videos. They pay a minimum of $50 for each 15 seconds used. They're looking for original footage that's fun, humorous, and maybe a little naughty. For more information, you can get your video guidelines by writing to Rick the Flick in care of Easyriders Video Magazine, Box 3000, Agora Hills, California, 91301. You can also submit your home video directly to that address. If you'd like your video returned, include $2 to cover mailing charges. Thanks, guys, for letting me help. Did I pass the test?
I moved to Florida from Kansas City. I think the first time I went to Bike Week was in '71. It was unbelievable. I'd never seen that many bikes in one place. It wasn't even then what it's like now. And I just have watched it grown over and over through the years. And it just got wilder and wilder, and more people would come that had never been before that I knew from all through the Midwest. It'd just be like an annual trek to go there, and not so much to see the races, but just to party. We had our own campground, and just a big field, and was fenced in. We call it the Cleveland Zoo because so many people from Cleveland used to come down, and we had our guards, and the only people that could get in were the people that we knew, and it was our own little private sanctuary away from everything, and everybody would get naked and do whatever they wanted to, and we cleaned everything up after it was over with. The next year was ready to be rented again. The Boot Hill Saloon was sort of a landmark. Seemed like it had been there forever. And I remember riding up in front one time, and the cops decided that was a good place to stop me for pipes. And while they did that, they gave everybody else tickets. All, decided that was a good place to set up a roadblock. One of the things I liked about being at the Boot Hill, or actually any place on the Main Street down Daytona, was the just watching the people go by, the girl watching. And so I was just thinking, well, what if a pretty girl was walking down the street with her dog and everybody was looking at her, and some little kid with his moped, and he's not looking, he runs into a bunch of bikes and knocks them over, which I haven't seen happen, but it was just sort of something I thought was humorous. It could happen. Picture-taking painting was taken from just what I do, because I go around, I take pictures of everything I can, the bikes, the girls. Everybody down there's got a camera. They want something to remember Daytona by. Drag racing is one of the things that It's part of motorcycle riding. A lot of people went there just for that reason, just to the sand drag. And like a lot of people go there just to party and drink, and a lot of people go there just to watch the races. Everybody got their own little niche that they're into and what they want to do. There's so many people that are sick and tired of the snow after a long winter that Daytona's the big breakout. And you're locked up in your garage, in your house, and your bike's torn down, and you spend a lot of time getting it ready. But just coming from that cold snow and all those months of not riding and being able to enjoy anything, to break into that summer madness and get that kick out of life again, like you're rejuvenated. It's a whole new outlook for you. I love traveling the back roads in Florida and staying off the main interstates because there's so much to see. And I remember a lot of times just going back the roundabout way, out of the way places, and stopping these little fish camps and have smoked mullet and have a couple of beers and take off again. The riding into Daytona and crossing the bridge, going over that little causeway, it finally hits you through all the riding and all you had to go through and getting your bike ready just to get to that one moment where you see that sign and you see those girls and you see the water, you know you've made it. And that's the start of a good time.
This bike started off as a 1988 FXRS SP. I bought it brand new from Manchester Harley about 2 years ago. The only changes I made, I put a paint job on it from Jane's Cycle Art. She was in San Francisco at the time. 2 months after I got the paint job on it, I got in a very severe motorcycle accident and damaged the tank and tore the carburetor off and the pipes off of it and bent the frame a little bit. And I sent the bike out to Cycle Fab while I was healing in Brockton, Mass. And Dave Perowitz tore it apart. Dave Perowitz did the paint out of Cycle Fab. It's an off take of... The flames are an off-take of what Jane did for me, but the death heads on the side of the tank, the club logo, are completely his design. I showed him some pictures that Jane had did of other bikes out here, and he did his interpretation of other death heads I gave him, and looking at other people's designs, and came up with his own interpretation of it. The bike is dedicated to 20 years of, the Salem having its charter. And then my anniversary is like 6 months after the charter's anniversary. So I had added, since Sturgis, my anniversary date to the front fender. Since then, we put new shocks on it from Performance Works. ISO pegs, and I've taken the motor out to 90 inches. CJ was the first one from Richmond, was the first one to come, do this frame alteration I seen a couple of years ago, and I wanted him to do one for me, and he hurt his back and couldn't pick up the frames and put them in his jig anymore. So, I had to find somebody out in the East Coast to do it. And what we did was we took the stock neck and, machined all the metal off of it. It still got the stock numbers on it and set it back up exactly, with the stock yoke. The bike, I can take my hands off the bike at 100 miles an hour and, she just goes straight as an arrow. And she's really light, center of balance, so that coming into a corner, it's nothing throwing it into the corner. You don't have to work this bike at all. I mean, it drives itself.
Hi, I'm Tina. The crazy crew of Easyriders needed... Oh, shit.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's go back and do it again. Action. Wait.
Eric.
Whoops. USB.
Still going.
You still okay, rolling? Action.
Wait.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You caught me like an ostrich.
Hi, I'm Tina. The crazy crew here at Easyriders is looking for... I did it good the first time.
Don't worry about it. Let's just do it one more time. We're rolling
Okay.
tape.
Mary Beth, I told you not to gamble at pool with bikers.
Excuse me, guys, I'm not just being rude or anything here. It looks better when they're smaller, you know how it goes.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. You can also submit your video... Oh, my fault. My fault.
Okay, what I need for you to do is do it one more time. I need you to hold that position.
Okay.
The butt?
So, yeah, because I need something to cut to, and it's like...
Okay.
I don't want to...
Is that going to be a butt cut?
A butt cut.
You get a chance to say that.
This is Easyriders Video Magazine #1. It's packed with action, fun, and humor from Daytona, Sturgis, and Bowling Green. There's wild rodeo action and music by The Doors and David Allen Coe. Meet artist David Mann. Get your collector's edition while you can. Easyriders Video Magazine #2. It's packed with a bike show, bike features, good old rock and roll by Roger McGuinn and Canned Heat, interviews, more bikes, and babes. It's got it all. Video Magazine #3. They're rolling to Sturgis. Vietnam vets on a run to the wall. They're drag racers, rodeo riders, stuntmen, and probably you. Music by Eric Burden and Burnt River. Freewheelin' and Hog Wild. Video Magazine #4. They're party wise and proud. Music by The Doors and Grange War. And of course, our usual abundance of mouthwatering ladies and howling humor. You can now get all these videos at your local video store or order these and future releases direct from your bros at Easyriders by calling 1-800-323-3484. Plus, also now available from Easyriders Home Video, the Streamliner documentary, the complete story of the world's fastest Harley-Davidson setting a new land speed record.